Today, the pressures of training an architect are much more complicated than they were 30 years ago. I'm sure everybody says that about whatever 30 years before them was, but it certainly is true because of two major functions, a phenomenon in the world, one of which is the arrival of digital technology, which has transformed the very long, in the West, 2,500-year history of architecture, which involved hand drawing and putting a stick in the mud and stretching it out and saying, we'll build it here, to highly complex, algorithmic, and parametric performances that are possible at a student's desk or an architect's desk, leading to the making of buildings of extraordinary shape that sometimes get built. The other is the issue of global practice. The United States is a very big country. India is a very big country. The exchange between the United States and architects from around the world was almost non-existent until a very recent period. We built in our country. Occasionally we built abroad, but very seldom did foreign architects, whether from Asia or Europe or anywhere else, build in the United States. That has all changed, and the expectancy of an architect going out into the profession is of one where he or she will spend a great deal of time on airplanes and build in places that he or she has very little direct first-hand experience of prior to undertaking a project. Our architecture school within the university is devoted to education in design, and it uses two principal strategies that intersect with, at least my understanding, of what problems are today in India, one of which is sustainability. I will say that, just for clarification and explanation, we have been traveling our students in the last 10 or 12 years on a regular basis as part of their design studies to many countries in the world, and in fact India has been, as much as any, the principal place where we have focused our attention. When we use the word cities today, we use them very imprecisely. These vast urban conurbations are not really cities. Someone earlier today talked about the space between the rural and the urban. And that's really where much of the action we're talking about is happening today, right around here in New Delhi. Of course, there's Gurgaon, there's Noida. I think while the painful realities of so many people in India are without parallel, I'm happy to say, in the United States, of lack of very basic accommodations and sanitary provisions and so forth, and one only can hope that those conditions will be ameliorated. And the other thing about cities, when I come to India, and I've been here a number of times before, I know of two great traditions that have happened in the 20th century of urban visions in this country, which need to be reassessed and need to be put into the quotient of what urbanism will be, it seems to me, in the future in India. I refer first to the city, the last gasp of the British Raj, which we sit right amidst as we speak tonight. This great garden suburb of that Lutyens and others designed is an internationally respected model. It's revered here, I know, but what lessons can it give out to future developments in Indian cities? I see no sign of learning from Lutyens here. We know that cities are monetized land. We know about developers. We know that cities are people. No, cities are not people. Cities are the stage on which people act their human lives out, their daily lives out. You cannot confuse a city for a person. I hope that we will address in the future discussions the physical setting for which these problems, on which these problems must be addressed, and in which human life must be improved, and in which human life is acted out daily. Thank you.